Hello everybody, it's Organized Joy time. We are into the L's, and an obvious one for Organized Joy is lists. This is probably my most favorite thing. I couldn't go through the L's and not do an episode on lists. It would just feel weird. I get teased about my lists all the time, especially by Andy, by my mom, pretty much by anybody who knows me, people who work with me, like lots of people. I'm always being teased. So it would be absolutely crazy not to do an episode on lists. It's going to be a very quick episode because I'll show you all the kinds of lists that I have. I have lists in my diary. I have lists in my work diary. I have lists on Evernote. I have tons of lists on Evernote. I have lists on the fridge for what we have to do in the house. I have lists on the fridge for shopping. So as the month starts, we put up a new shopping list and we just add to it. We tick off what we need to get the next month. I like how I'm saying we there. That's never a we, it's a me. I also create a list for Lizzie usually in our notebook. So she's got a list. I create a list for Duncan for the garden every Saturday if there are things I want him to do. A big thing for me are my wish lists, what I want to do in each room of my house, what I want to buy for myself, my gift list that I created in an episode before this. And yeah, I mean, the list can go on, right? I probably have a list for this list. I wasn't going to create you a list on my list section either. I wonder if we should count how many times I've said the word lists in this episode, because that would just be weird to create you a list of lists. So if you are looking for any kind of list, you can find it at organizedjoy.co.za in the My Lists section. They're all there, right up until 42, 43 at the moment. And I also have put them all onto my Pinterest page. There's a board specifically for these lists. So you can go there and get them from Pinterest or from Organized Joy. But let's be honest, I'm not an amateur at lists. So I'm pretty sure there's a list there for anything you may need. And if there isn't, I would love to know what list I'm missing. And I will find a reason to make it for you. I'll find an episode to do for you as well. So please, if you think of a list I've missed, drop it in the comments below. A lot of my lists live on Evernote, and this is where I keep everything. It is so easy to reference. All my episodes are a list. My products that I buy are a list. I have beauty hacks. I have things I want to do in my house lists. I have books I want to read list. I have gift ideas for people, gifts for Christmas from the years past. How to set a table in a French way list. I have my house want list, and I have my diary planning. If you haven't hit subscribe, please hit subscribe now. Give me a thumbs up if you like my lists. Thanks very much for joining me at Organized Joy, organizing your lists and your life from A to Z. I have lists for lists for lists for lists. Hundreds of lists.